Hey guys, in this video I want to show you the full footage that I shot while making the T-nut for the G0602 on the G0704. You can see that the Char's block that came with the quick change tool post is shorter, wider, and thicker than the stock T-nut. And the shortness is not really an issue, but we definitely need to machine down the width and the thickness. And then of course machine the steps into the side so it looks like a T-nut. I'm just using a beater 4-flute. I think it's a 1/4-inch carbide end mill, so anything will work here. You can see that my chips are actually blue, silver, and gold because this thing is quite worn out. But the first step was to just take an equal amount off of each side to get the width to match the original T-nut. Now, I'm not going to give you my dimensions because I'm afraid yours may not be the same. I don't know how accurately these are made for Grizzly or how accurately Grizzly makes them. And so you just need to take measurements of your own T-nut. And I just used my cheapo digital calipers. I don't have a mic big enough to get all of these dimensions, but still it worked just fine. After I got the width done, I then machined off the thickness. And of course you could do this with a face mill or a fly cutter. That would be faster, but I wasn't in the mood to change tools, so I just did it like this. This isn't done with any CNC either. Actually, you know what? I think this might be handwritten G-code now that I think about it. Either way, you could do this on your manual mill, of course, no problem. I was afraid that after machining down the top of this block that it was going to ruin the threads and I wouldn't be able to get the stud to go back in, but that ended up not being an issue either. So yeah, it worked out really good. The surface finish is not the best because it's such an old end mill, but that just doesn't matter. So now that I've got the width and the thickness down, I'm going to machine the T-nut shape into it. So you can see here I measured 130 sevenths off the width for each side, 172 thousandths off the depth. And there's my feed and speed. So I did this in 3 pass. I would just, G0, Y, whatever, Z, whatever. So I took the bulk of it off all at once, and then the second pass was 10 thousandths more off the width, and then the third pass was 10 thousandths off the width, and the last 2 thousandths off the depth. I was trying to be a little bit careful of not getting it too small because I just planned on file fitting from the beginning. And those of you who've not done any file fitting, it's actually quite satisfying, I think, to shoot a little bit too big and then using a file, get it down to be a perfect fit. And that's what I think I achieved with this project. And I'll show you kind of how I got there here in just a minute, although I'm not going to show you the actual filing. One thing I want to quickly mention about the thickness of this plate, it doesn't need to be the same thickness as the original T-nut. You just need it to be thin enough that the surface of the nut is below the surface of the compound. That way when you set the quick change tool post on it and tighten it down, you're not tightening to the T-nut, you're tightening to the compound. If you tighten to the T-nut, of course, you'd be able to just still slide the T-nut right out of the compound. So just make it a little bit thinner so that it's below the surface of the compound and you'll be in great shape. You can see here that I've colored mine with some black Sharpie. You could use Dykem or whatever you've got handy. And then trying to fit it, it scrapes off a little bit of the Sharpie marker, and then I could tell where I needed to file. In my case, I needed to file just a little bit off the thinner section of the nut. You can see where it scraped the marker off there in the corners. And I have a small 4-inch vise that I keep on its own little table right next to my mill and my lathe, and then using just a mill file, a couple of light strokes on each side, test it again, and you just keep doing that until you get it perfect. You don't want to be too aggressive with the file or take too much at once. It is a little bit time consuming, but you can get a perfect fit. This one has absolutely no slop in it. It doesn't bind when I push it all the way through. I really couldn't be any more pleased with it. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you would, please scroll down and hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you are a visitor, and I'll see you guys in the next video.